Okay, I wanted to do a quick video on the engine mounts on the MK4 TDI. Let's take a look here. So if you look here, we've got a car. My car's got 120,000 miles on it now. And, you know, I've been through the whole suspension. Boys over at Les Schwab told me I needed a drive shaft, of course, right? And I'm like, I don't need a drive shaft. I already know that those drive shafts are good. So I really dug into the car and started looking at it. And I was getting a little bit of shake and from the front end. And I couldn't quite figure it out. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I really dug deep, you know, and I'd expect motor mounts to last longer than, in my opinion, 120,000 miles. But if you look at these motor mounts, you look down inside here, you can see this one is in the corners is a little tore. You have to look with a flashlight in there to really get a good view. And just small tearing of the rubber, so on one side. But let me show you something. So this is the transmission mount, okay? And you don't want to mix this up at the parts store. You're going to be confused when you get home and you get the wrong part. So on the driver's side, you have the transmission mount. This is the dog bone mount, which is also a transmission mount under the car, lower, right? This is the motor mount, if I remember right. But let me show you something here. So if you take a look at this transmission mount, you see how that moves quite a bit? If you grab a new one, they don't move nearly as much. And then same over here. Look at that. So that was really bad. So my motor mount is just wore the hell out. Look at that. So this supports a transmission from the bottom. In comparing the new one to the old one, there's a bush or a rubber bushing in here. And this is war. Instead of doing the urethane bushings, I just said, screw it, you know, I'm going to replace the whole part because I want to get it done right away. I didn't want to wait for urethane bushings to come in the mail, so I just replaced the whole assembly. I can tell you it makes a vast improvement. So if you got 100,000 miles on your bushings and motor mounts, in my opinion, I think you should just do them, get them out of the way if you want your car to run like or drive like it's brand new. Well, look at this, right? So what do we got? About 800 pounds between the motor and tranny hanging on these things, right? And so the only thing supporting your transmission and your motor is this piece of rubber in here. See that little piece of rubber? That's it. That holds the driver's side. This holds the passenger side. And the difference between the two is this is the bolt. Single bolt goes into the body on the driver's side. Of course, you got your two bolts here. A little different configuration on this piece, but here you've got your bolt that holds your power steering, and this holds a bracket, if I remember right. And of course, two to the engine, two to the body. And yeah, look at this. That's not going to do very much, is it? So I replaced my motor mounts. I'm going to do a video on replacing the mounts, a tips video, because you don't have to drain your antifreeze, and you don't have to replace your power steering pump. That's nonsense. So I will do that next. But anyway, heads up, you got 100,000 miles in your car. Go spend 120 bucks or 150 bucks or whatever it is and replace this stuff. You're going to be a lot happier with the drivability of your vehicle. Alright, hopefully that helps some people out. Take care.